Hi, Leela Bryan here, and I wrote a book called Quit Smoking, Got Side Effects. And one of the chapters talks about emotions. And if you've just recently quit smoking and you've noticed that your emotions are on a roller coaster, it's like you're either up on the ceiling or flat on the floor, and there doesn't seem to be any in between for your emotions. And so what's going on there is when you were smoking, what you would do is, if you felt angry or sad or anxious or even happy, you'd go and smoke for it. You'd smoke for all your emotions. So, oh, I'm happy, woohoo, and then go and have a cigarette, or I'm sad, or go have a cigarette, and that solves all the problems. And so you really didn't have to feel any of your emotions. And now, when you've quit smoking, what happens is, if you feel anger, that your first thought is, I'll go have a cigarette, or I don't want to feel this anger, or woohoo, I'm really happy, hey, let's go have a cigarette. I teach people how to quit smoking. I have ever since I quit in 1978. I teach a program called Nicotine Solutions. And there was one lady that she won a $6 million lottery on day 6 of our class. And day 6 is the day that they quit smoking. And so she quit smoking, and then she won the lottery. And she had the fleeting thought of saying, oh, I'll go and smoke, because she was so excited. But she said, no, no, I'm a non-smoker. So what happens is, people usually have one overriding emotion that they used to smoke for. Mine was anger. And if I was mad at you when I was a smoker, I would go and smoke. And if I was really mad at you, I'd smoke 2 or 3. I didn't tell you I was mad or express it in any kind of way. So when I quit smoking, I said, I need to do something about this anger. And so I took up racquetball and I beat the ball around, and I actually do express my anger to people. I don't really like to, but I'm better at maybe not confronting people, but at expressing my anger. And at least the bottom line is, I don't smoke for it anymore. So there's lots of things that you can do, but what you don't want to do is go and smoke for those emotions. Now, if you have, and everybody does, one overriding emotion that you used to smoke for, one of the things that you can do is what they call ride the wave. And it's, in other words, it's like surf the wave. And what you can do is just feel that emotion. And usually your overriding emotion, the one that you used to smoke for the most, is the one that you are absolutely terrified to feel. And with me, it was the anger. Some people, it's joy, and they feel a little bit of joy, and they go, oh, this is way too much joy for me. And so what you do is just feel it, dance with it, walk with it. It may be really uncomfortable to do, but eventually you won't feel the need to go and smoke for it. You'll just say, oh, I can deal with this anger, and then you don't need to run off and you know you don't need to run off and smoke for it. You just can work with it. And the analogy I have would be, if you had a dark, damp basement and you always had the door locked and there was never any lights on, and you crept down there, and you turn on the light and everything would be dark and damp because there was maybe I don't know, a leak in there or something. And so the way to solve that dark, damp basement is to open it up to the light, let the sunshine come in, let the air come in. And that's what you need to do with the emotions that you used to smoke for. Just open it up, be there with it, and kind of expose it to the light. And like I say, dance with it. And then that way it won't run your life, because you need to be able to deal with those emotions, because they are going to come up. I mean, life's going to go on. You're still going to have things that happen to you after you quit smoking. And I know you think, well, if I quit smoking, everybody will get off my back and life will be perfect. But that's not always the case. Life goes on and you'll get disappointments, but you don't need to smoke for them. You just need to feel those feelings. And sometimes it's excitement, and sometimes it's anger, and sometimes it's depression. But you can do that. Now, that's just one of the topics in my book, and my book is called Quit Smoking, Got Side Effects. And I have all these videos on all the side effects at a website called www.kickbuttrecovery.com. So go there, and it's free, and you can read all about it. And I hope you get my book. It's on Kindle and paperback on Amazon. Quit Smoking, Got Side Effects with Leela Bryan.